slide straight to a boxer shuffle. Just something to get the bones moving about, elevate the heart rate a little. It's a pretty easy one to slide into to start with. Up next is that pull down with high knees. Start with the high knee and the pull down. A little crunch in the middle. Create some tension in your back as you pull down. Slow, steady movements. Up next is a sock hop twist. Just a small hop, focusing on rotating that lower half. This will also help elevate that heart rate. We're going to move into a side lunge, the toe touch. Once our legs get warm, we want to focus on hinging at the hip, bending at the knee, more of a squat than a bend over. Squatted archers next. 3/4 squat, hands out to the side, rotate, pull back, switch to the other side. Once again, as we do this movement, we're going to feel a contraction in our back to help warm up those back muscles. Probably feel a little bit of a burn through your thighs on this one. Same stance, arms overhead, big circle, down to the toes. Slight pause at the bottom. Do that stretch in your hamstrings. Coming up, sweat kickers. Again, just another movement to elevate the heart rate. Help get some fluid in those knees. Make them creak a little less as you're doing your lunges. Coming up on some mountain climbers. If you can, and keep your legs, your feet off the floor. Makes it a little tougher. This is really where we start to elevate the heart. Gonna ride the ice skaters. Doesn't have to be a huge hop. Really, we'd like to see more of a squat and then a hop under control. All right, gonna go just opposite those movements for the split jack. This one will really get your blood pumping, loosen up everything, make you ready for a good workout. Now you're ready Good workout. Hands under the shoulders. Standard push-up position. Do as many as you can from a full plank position. If you begin to get tired, always drop to your knees. Complete as many as you can. Alright, I'm transitioning to a reverse lunge with a power skip. Ready? As we go through this movement, making sure we're keeping our arms and legs in line. Good full squat. Enough of a push. Lift us off the ground. Pike push-up. Downward dog. Push your head between your shoulders. Take a break when you need to. Otherwise, focus on pushing that head between the shoulders. And move into a offset squat, alternating. We'll take a standard squat position. Put the toes of one leg at the heel of the other leg and squat. Step forward, squat. This will put the emphasis on the forward leg. Doing your best to get into a full squat while maintaining that foot distance. Standard push-up. Swing to the left, swing to the right, back to the center, and push up. This one gets tough and can also be done from the knees when you need a break. Almost done. Good job. We're moving to a single leg glute bridge. Focus on elevating the hips through the top of the movement. Feeling that squeeze in the glutes and the hamstrings. That's your first water break. Good job. This movement has a really short range of motion. Concentrate on driving your elbows into the ground, retracting your shoulder blades, and feeling that squeeze across the mid-back, maybe even the upper back. Position your legs in or out to make the movement easier for you. Multi-planar lunge up next. We use a relatively fast tempo for that. Front lunge, side lunge, rear lunge. We'll pick up the pace a little bit. Alternating the legs each time. Yep. Gotta stay on track. It's a mental game as well. Last one, see if we can squeeze it in. Alright. Ooh. Among my least favorite, Superman with the pull down. Up and throw down. And up the level. Separate the feet as you complete the rowing motion. Again, you feel that squeeze in the back. Straight walk through lunge on this one. Front lunge, rear lunge. Alternate, front lunge, rear lunge. No pause in the middle, it's going to walk right through. Alternate, straight through. Concentrating on dropping the back knee straight down rather than driving out over that front toe. Try not to step in the pool. Scapular push-ups. Standing push-up position. Just relaxing the shoulders and then protracting the shoulder blades. Shouldn't be any elbow movement. Try not to let your hips climb up on you or sag. Again, it's a relatively short range of motion. Should be completed at a controlled pace. Last one for this round is the prisoner squat. Standard squat position, hands behind the head. Head up, shoulders back, unlock the hips. Nice deep squat. Focus on keeping the elbows back. They want to creep forward on you. This is a good lat stretch, upper and lower. Almost done. Good job. Make sure you're hydrating. Lower hand on the lat, upper hand pushing up. Just feel this in that inner chest and through the tricep. This movement should be from the hip. Just rest as needed. And move into a boxer squat with a flutter kick.
Not as much as the unexpected medical bills that came after your hospital visit. Luckily, you have AFLAC. Weekly health expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Get to know us at .com. Talk to Banner to learn more.
Again, trying to bend into a squat rather than leaning over through the movement. Find it easiest if you put the trail leg in the front before the flutter kick. And swap over to the other side. The next side push up. I'm outside today, and the heat's starting to get up a little bit. So just a reminder, if you're outside, make sure you're hydrating a little bit extra. Okay, single leg RDL, Iranian deadlift. Balance on the one leg, lean forward, touch the toe, switch legs, keeping this balance leg straight. Slow, steady movement. Feeling that stretch through the quad and the glute. Nice straight back. Transition into a tricep leg lift. Make sure the hands are pointed towards the butt. Lift to the glute bridge. Extend the leg and dip at the triceps. Again, it's a fairly limited range of motion. If you keep a medium tempo, somewhere between 6 and 8, you'll start to feel it burn pretty good. Push through it as best you can. Rest when you need to. As always, challenge yourself to do a few more. Last one is the fast feet. This one's really going to burn. Just push through it as best you can. 3/4 squat, up and down with the feet, as fast as you can take it. Again, pretty soon, you'll start to have that lactic acid build up. It's going to start to burn. Without challenge, there is no change. Just push through it. If you need to, take a break. shake them out. Otherwise, just keep pushing. This is our last exercise before our next water break. We're almost done. Good job. Standard push-up position. Roll into a pike. Touch the opposing leg. This is good for your upper body and your lats. Pec minor provides a good stretch to the lower half. We're almost done. Roll into a curtsy lunge with a power knee. I have found with this one, as you come out of the hop, sometimes the leg tends to turn and you end up just doing kind of a diagonal lunge rather than a curtsy lunge. So pay attention to how your foot is landing so that you are truly in a curtsy lunge. And you can work on the depth of the lunge. Almost there. All right, inchworm. We'll walk out with the hands, then the feet. Turn and do it again. Walk out with the hands as far as you're comfortable, and then walk forward with just the feet. We're going to stand and repeat the process. We're going to do this at a pretty moderate pace. Last one. All right. Good morning. Hands above the head, hinging at the hips, keeping our legs perfectly straight. We want to go down at a pretty slow tempo. Slight pause at the bottom so that we can feel the glute stretch. Keep your head in a neutral position or you won't get as far down as you feel like you are. This is another exercise where you should challenge yourself on the depth of the movement. Plank pike to an alternator leg lift. Pretty similar to the X-plank we did to start with. We're going to go from a plank position to a pike position with a single leg lift. And alternate the legs as you perform the exercise. Again, this will work those lats, the pec minor, as well as the hamstrings and the glutes. Don't let your feet walk out on you, get too overstretched. All right, last exercise of the round. Hands on hips. We're just going to go in all four cardinal directions. Once we get the pattern, we're going to challenge our depth. Then we're going to challenge our speed and our depth. Halfway there. Keep pushing. Making sure to alternate your legs as you go through the exercise. Here we go. All right, last water break. Then we're going to go through our cool down stretch. Then we're done for the day. We're going to start our stretch from the ground. Left leg in front. We're going to push our hip forward. Feel the stretch through the front of the quad and the hamstring as well. Hands on top of the head. Feel it through the side. We're going to put that leg in front. Reach down to our toe as far as we can go. After a few seconds of a steady pull, you'll feel that muscle relax a little bit, and you go a little bit further. Knee bent in front, hand on the ground, other hand in the air, above your shoulder, thumb pointed behind you. Pull that stretch to the chest, really feel it open up. Just going to go into a frog stroke, push your knees as far apart as you can, lean forward, and rock yourself till you feel it's tight, then ease down into that. Same as before, leg in front, push forward, feel that stretch through the hip. You can go the hands on the head, feel that stretch to the side as well. Really feel that in the hams now. All right, leg out in front, lean down into it. As it gets comfortable, lean a little further, challenge that stretch. Hand down, hand up. Really push into that stretch, feel that chest open up. Challenge yourself on the stretch is how we increase our range of motion and generally feel a little less tight as we move through the day. All right, you push down to the child's pose. Push yourself onto your heels, then walk your hands out. Feel that stretch in the lats. All right, when you push forward into a cobra, hands under the shoulders, let the back relax, push the shoulders apart and allow that chest to open up. All right, heels down, push yourself into a pike position, concentrating on pushing that head between your shoulders, keeping the legs as straight as possible. Okay, we're going to walk our hands, feet forward. We're just going to go into a dead hang. Allow the upper half just to go limp. You feel that through this posterior chain. All right, begin to roll your back up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Keeping your arms hanging dead. Once you're up, you can roll your shoulders, roll your head, walk it out a little bit. You're all done with the workout.